Hello there. Welcome to Just the Discs. We talk about Blu-rays here and embrace physical media. Today, I'm going to talk about some recent pickups from the mecca of physical media online that I love, and that is Diabolik DVD. I've got a bunch of stuff I picked up from them direct, and then I've got a few other things from sales that actually I could have picked up from them as well. But I'm going to start with the stuff I got direct from Diabolik, and the first thing is the new Radiance Films Blu-ray set of Planet of the Vampires, limited to 5,000 copies. I saw they had posted something on their socials about being out of stock on their end. You know, like they don't have any more at their store. So all that's left is what's out in the other online spaces and stores. And so if you want this one, you're going to want to snag it soon. This is a really nice hardbox set. And it has a disc and a book as well. Now, what's interesting is that I thought it was a Region B locked Blu-ray. And I haven't tested it yet, but the back indicates all region. So that's a new wrinkle. I don't need it to be all region. I'm certainly capable of playing it without, but that's nice if that was holding anybody back. 4K scan, Italian and English versions of the film, original mono audio commentary by Tim Lucas, amazing. A new documentary which explores Planet of the Vampires, Mario Bava, and the connection between Gothic and science fiction. Lamberto Bava interview, Super 8 version, Joe Dante and Josh Olson trailer commentaries, a limited edition 80-page book featuring new and archival writing, and 6 exclusive postcards are in here as well. This is a beautiful set, and a highly influential science fiction film. If you watch it and then you go and watch a little film called Alien, you will definitely notice some similarities for sure. But yeah, very excited to pick this up from Radiance, one of the ones from them that looked like maybe one of the better discs this year, and Radiance put out Messiah of Evil last year, which was one of my favorite releases, so this could be in the league with that. So that's great. Next up, I've got some 4Ks from Arrow. I haven't opened these yet. I just got them. This is Narc. Joe Carnahan's film Narc from, 2003, I want to say. I'm forgetting now where this falls, but just a fantastic crime noir and a movie that I feel like is still kind of underrated. Just in terms of how good both Ray Liotta and Jason Patric are in this movie. It's something special. And this got a Blu-ray from Imprint, which I have, but no way was I not going to get a 4K. And this has definitely got some new stuff here. Shattering the Blue Line, a newly filmed interview with writer-director Joe Carnahan, and then a bunch of other featurettes. I know there was some done for the DVD that may be ported over here, but this has got a 4K disc and Blu-ray disc. So it's 3 discs. Is that right? 4K Ultra HD. Okay, disc 1 featurette 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. No, I guess it's a 4K, and then the extras are on the Blu-ray. So 2 discs. But yeah. If you haven't seen it, highly worth checking out. It's streamable on, most digital platforms for rent and to purchase. But 4K, can't wait. The opening scene is this incredible foot chase. And that's a lost thing, by the way. Good foot chase, you don't see those as much anymore, I mean, one of the best chases ever is in The Italian Connection, Fernando De Leo's film The Italian Connection, where you have actually a car chase that becomes a foot chase and then maybe comes back to being a car chase again. I can't remember, but foot chases are great. French Connection has some. and it's just a really intense foot chase to a kid's playground, and I'm not going to talk about it any more than that, but it's great. And I can't wait to dig into Narc, one of my underrated favorites. Less underrated, but still kind of underrated, I think, is Crimson Peak. And this is the new 4K from Arrow, Guillermo del Toro's film. I feel like it's a little slept on, a little underappreciated. This is a beautiful box set. Again, I haven't opened this one yet, but I can't wait to check this out. In fact, I might have to watch this today. Seeing this film, which I already thought was gorgeous on Blu-ray in 4K, is going to be pretty incredible. Dolby Vision HDR10 compatible, and just a plethora of features there. I don't know if they've added anything, but their last edition, special edition was packed to the gills with stuff. So this was an absolute must purchase. So that's Crimson Peak. Great, ghost story. Just incredible atmosphere, and again, beautifully shot. I love it. Crimson Peak 4K. And the last round from Diabolik proper is from Via Vision Entertainment. This could have easily been an Imprint Films release, I think, but it's Welcome Home, Roxy Carmichael with Winona Ryder and Jeff Daniels. And I haven't seen this movie in 25 years. It's been a long time. My friend Michael Ferrari of Cinema de Meep, he's got a great Instagram you should follow if you haven't already. But he made me aware this was coming out, and it's just one of those movies that I saw on, I think, HBO, way back, and it's totally under talked about. Like, really not a movie people remember. Directed by Jim Abrahams, written by Karen Lee Hopkins. A wacky look at small town morality and sensibilities. The scene is downtown Clyde, Ohio, and the town's only homegrown celebrity returns in triumph. Roxy Carmichael's claim to fame is dubious at best, but this juvenile delinquent turned celebrity is the most exciting thing in Clyde's collective memory. Dinky Bassetti, that's Winona Ryder, is Clyde's present notorious teen, and she is Roxy's illegitimate daughter. Dinky has an all-consuming obsession with Roxy, and the closer she gets to Clyde, the crazier the town of Clyde becomes. It's bound to be quite a party. Also starring Jeff Daniels and Dinah Manoff. Now this has some extras on it, and I think this is the first time this is on Blu-ray, pretty sure. It is good to want things, directing Roxy Carmichael, interview with the director. I Will Never Be the Same, writing Roxy, interview with screenwriter Karen Lee Hopkins, and Welcome Home, Roxy Carmichael, Fame, Freedom, and Female Empowerment, video essay by writer and podcaster Susan Boleyn. So very cool to get a special edition of this. It doesn't list anything about the transfer, but it's certainly going to look better than, I don't know if I've even had a DVD of this. I'm sure it's on DVD, but anyway, haven't seen it in forever. Excited to check that out. Now, a few things I picked up from the Shout Factory 4K sale, and a couple of these I could have got. And in fact, the JFK 4K set was in my wish list on Diabolik for like 6 months, and I was this close to buying it a couple different times, and for whatever reason I held off, and I'm glad I did because it was extra cheap as part of the Shout Factory sale. But this is a pretty incredible 4K set, 3-disc set. It's got the disc one is the director's cut, new 2023 4K scan of the original, negative, and Dolby Vision, with a commentary with Oliver Stone. Disc 2 is just a Blu-ray of the director's cut, and disc 3 is a Blu-ray of the theatrical cut. So we don't get a 4K of the theatrical cut, if that's your bag, I guess. Disc 4, Blu-ray special features. So there's actually 4 discs in this set. 1 4K and 3 Blu-rays. And there's actually, it looks like there's a bunch of new features here. New One Person Can Make a Difference, Oliver Stone on JFK. Brave New Worlds, editor Hank Corwin on JFK. I mean, obviously somebody I'd love to hear from, as this is a crazily edited movie. Support the vision, co-producer Clayton Townsend on JFK, recreating the unthinkable, special makeup effects, artist Gordon J. Smith on JFK, and Stone Bold, cinematographer Robert Richardson, who I love, on JFK. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 new interviews plus 12 deleted and extended scenes with opening, alternate ending with optional commentary, 55 minutes of material there. Assassins updated, 30 minutes. Meet Mr. X, the personality and thoughts of Fletcher Prouty, 11 minutes. So that's a really nice set, and it was cheap during that 4K sale. I also grabbed Rollerball. I don't know. I like this movie. I think it's a weird one, especially for Norman Jewison to make. I was kind of shocked by that, but I just like sort of the grittiness of this movie. You know, it feels like sci-fi exploitation. You know, and it's like Deadly Roller Derby if you haven't seen it before. New 22 restoration and color grade. Audio commentary with Norman Jewison. Audio commentary with screenwriter William Harrison. From Rome to Rollerball, The Full Circle. The Making of Rollerball. Bloodsport's interview with actor James Caan. The Fourth City, shooting Rollerball in Munich. I mean, there's a lot of great features on this. So had to pick up that 4K as well. Again, this is one I'm pretty sure they had on Diabolik, and they usually are right on top of whatever Shout is releasing. You can get through them, and the shipping tends to be cheaper to go through Diabolik. But this one is a Shout exclusive, and that is Alan Rudolph's Trouble in Mind. I can't remember if Jesse gets the Shout exclusives, maybe occasionally, but I don't want to speak out of turn for that. So anyway, Trouble in Mind is a great sort of noir sci-fi thing that Alan Rudolph did in, was it? Oh, 85. Wow. And it stars Chris Christopherson. It's got a great cast. Joe Morton. Divine in a rare, not dressed as a woman role. Keith Carradine, Laurie Singer, Genevieve Bujold. And this has Making Trouble in Mind, featuring interviews with Christopherson, Carradine, Laurie Singer, Genevieve Bujold, and more, in conversation with writer-director Alan Rudolph and composer Mark Isham. So a couple features, and nice to get this on Blu-ray. I'm a big Rudolph fan. I hope that Choose Me is coming. I have heard the occasional rumbling that maybe it'll happen, but I don't know. I'll wait and see. But that's one of his best, and this is an interesting one for sure. Now, a couple that are sort of adjacent to and/or I could have gotten from Diabolik. Of course, these, True Lies and The Abyss on 4K. I finally picked these up after they were very difficult to get a hold of. I haven't watched them yet. I know there's a lot of controversy, especially about True Lies. But very excited to have them. And I almost got them from Diabolik. They were actually very reasonably priced at Diabolik, but I ended up getting them elsewhere because it was just taking too long to get them back in stock because the demand was so high. But anyway, glad to pick those up. And then this version is different than the one Diabolik has. This is the French 4K of David Lynch's film A Straight Story. And it is different than, I think they have the German one, which actually says Straight Story on it. This says Une Histoire Vraie. So, I don't know. I took French in high school. I like French stuff. And this is the first one I became aware of. This was something that one of my favorite YouTubers was posting about on Instagram. Elliot Cohen was posting about this. And it's a new Ultra HD 4K from Studio Canal. And so I'm like, Studio Canal, I can get behind. I ordered it from, I think, Amazon France, and it took a couple weeks, but haven't had a chance to open this up and check it out. But it's definitely one of my favorite Lynch films. It looks like it includes a 20-minute interview with David Lynch, and then something called Les Coulisses du Tournage, 39 minutes. So it's got a couple extras on it that are different from the extras that were on the Blu-ray that Imprint put out a couple years ago now. It doesn't include their stuff, but they didn't have a Lynch interview in whatever the heck Les Coulisses du Tournage is. I'm assuming, you know, there might be a language thing here, like maybe some of the stuff's in French, but hopefully it'll be subtitled. And at least the Lynch interview, I don't think he speaks French, so I know I can watch him in that. But I'm very excited to check this out. Again, you can get a different version of this in Diabolik. And then lastly, also, I should have picked up the domestic version of this, but I got also the Studio Canal version of One from the Heart. Coppola's One from the Heart, the new 4K, which includes the new reprise cut and the 1982 cut in 4K. I know that Lionsgate put this out in the States, and I'm a little bummed because obviously this doesn't come with a digital code. The Lionsgate version does, but I honestly don't know if there are any differences outside of that. But a beautiful film, maligned, I don't want to say for good reason, but I can see why it's not everybody's bag. We'll put it like that. But still a movie that, especially now when everybody's so excited about Coppola and Megalopolis, I really think it's a good time to watch it for the first time, especially with this new cut, which I haven't seen. That's the one that I think they put out in theaters briefly. And so that's going to be cool to check out. It's, you know, very stylish, musical, incredible sets, Crystal Gale and Tom Waits, you know, music. You know, Tom Waits is actually in the movie with Terry Garr and Freddie Forrest. And yeah, I think Tom Waits is in it. Am I crazy? I don't know. It's been a long time. Anyway, very exciting to get that as well. So again, half of this I got from Diabolik, but a lot of it I could have gotten from Diabolik, and I do recommend heading over there and checking out what they have that's new. I just ordered a Black Sunday 4K, Mario Bava's Black Sunday, not the Frankenheimer, which I don't think has a 4K yet. I think just has Blu-rays. I like that film too, but not as much as I like the Bava Black Sunday. So this is an Italian Black Sunday 4K, which I had no clue even existed until I saw Jesse post about it on the Twitter. Definitely follow Diabolik on Instagram and Twitter. I mean, that's a no-brainer. You know, even if you don't buy stuff from them, which you obviously should, they're making me aware of things that I had no clue about. So I ordered that. I have that coming along with another disc that I'll talk about in another roundup of Diabolik stuff. I'm usually buying stuff from them, and I'll collect it together for about a month or a month and a half, and then I'll do these videos. But anyway, lots of great stuff to dig into here, and I'm very excited about it. And I just can't stop recommending Diabolik. Like, it's just genuinely one of the great websites out there, and Jesse is truly one of the sweetest gentlemen to run a website like that. And I just want to, you know, get him all the business I can, because he's a great guy and he's doing great work, and he's a fan. He's a physical media guy. He's a movie guy, and I just want to support that. So anyway, I hope to have him on the channel at some point to talk about Cauldron Films' new Italian horror set coming out. What is it called? Houses of Death or something like that. It's gonna be cool. I'm excited about that one. So hopefully I'll get him on the channel to talk about that, but definitely check that set out if you haven't. Pre-order that, because I know it could be gone by the time it hits the street. It's that exciting and that popular with folks. But anyway, thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Okay, bye-bye.